Well, welcome to the Pulse of Spokane. Kent Adams here. And again, it's another pleasure for me because we get to talk about a subject that's near and dear, and that's philanthropy in our community. And I've been involved in helping organizations give away dollars. I've been involved in helping organizations raise money over the years and so forth. And what's going to happen this fall is kind of exciting, and we're going to talk about that next on the Pulse of Spokane.
Reel in the savings all month long at Wendell at the Y. Test drive a new Ford and enter to win a fishing trip with Northwest Fishing Report.
That's right, Andy, a trip for two with me and guide Steve Morris as we film an upcoming episode of Northwest Fishing Reports TV, and you might make the show.
Here's a member of our great sales team with more exciting offers.
Hi, I'm Sandy. Check out this 2021 Ford Explorer and this great F-150. Great incentives all month long. Bring in your trade. It might be worth more than you think.
Reel in your new ride today. Come see us at Wendell at the Y or Wendell.com.
Well, I have somebody here who doesn't know how to say no as well, right? Okay. And I was kidding you during the commercial break because sometimes we just get so involved in our community. Now, I'm going to try to get this correct, and you're going to laugh at me. Sinead? I got it right?
Yeah, brilliant. Well done, yeah.
Okay, Voorhees.
Perfect, 100%.
Oh, okay.
A plus.
Hey, you. That's what I'm going to do from now on.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sure
Absolutely fine.
We were just talking about last time you were on was a few years back, and we were downtown in a small little room, and I think we had a blue drape or a black drape behind and all of that. And you're involved with a group of folks that are putting on yet another Spokane Philanthropy Day celebration, right? An awards ceremony.
Yes.
And I love it because I was there when it first started a number of years ago.
Yes.
25 or 30 years ago when I was at Washington Water Power, which is a Vista now. So it's kind of exciting, isn't it?
Oh, it's amazing. In fact, I think it's a testament to the community that it's continued to thrive in the way that it has.
Yes.
So
now you're putting on an accent for me, aren't you?
I am originally from Ireland.
Yes.
So I'm a transplant to Spokane, but I fell in love with the area, married an American, and we have 4 children and live on a farm. So
wow.
We're
good
here.
for you.
Yeah.
Good for you. And you teach at Whitworth, or what is it you do there?
That's a great question. I'm actually the director for the MBA program.
Oh,
so
okay.
I am not cool enough to teach, but I get the privilege to work with students and faculty and Whitworth administration.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good university, isn't it?
Oh, I love it. They will bury me there. I love it so much.
And our president is leaving.
I know.
To go back to where he's been
Sanford,
before.
You know what? We always knew that President Taylor had a second presidency in him.
Yeah.
They courted him and headhunted him, and his mentors from Sanford, his family's down there. So
it's a little tough.
Yeah. We felt incredibly blessed and privileged to have the 11 years with him. And what an 11 years those were.
Good man.
Amazing.
Just, really good for the community and everything else.
Yes.
So, well, let's talk about, first of all, what is the Spokane Philanthropy Awards?
Yes.
What is that?
Yes. Well, the awards are an event highlighting philanthropy in Spokane, caring deeds, community commitment. We have 6 categories, and the Emerging Leader Society, which is an affiliate group with the United Way, took it over in 2014-ish.
Okay.
Because there was just a need to celebrate and honor all the great things that happen in our community.
Yeah, I think it's great. And I remember giving out a couple of the awards 25, 30 years ago. And I was telling you the story of one of the banks I use is Washington Trust.
Yes.
And I'm in the lobby, and there it is on the big screen. Their accomplishments and involvement in the community, because they're a local bank, locally owned, right?
Community bank.
And I came across, I don't remember which year, they won the Philanthropy Awards, and I'm going to myself, because no one else in and standing in line with care, I'm going,
Sure.
yeah, I was there. So, yeah.
And that's been a real treat of these awards.
Yeah.
Is that, you go into the Avista lobby and they have their
Yes.
award
Yes.
there as well. And so it's just really fun to
Yeah.
see how much organizations in the community
Do you
care.
remember the categories that are going to be?
I do remember
Oh,
the
sure.
categories. I know. So we have mid-sized business,
Okay.
we have small business, and we
Okay.
have corporation of the year,
Okay.
and that's for the corporation side.
Okay.
Then we also honor individuals who
Yes.
give their time, talent, and treasure as well.
Yes.
So we have young philanthropist, an emerging philanthropist, and then just the outstanding philanthropist of the year.
And you have somebody as the MC who has gotten a little bit of coverage this year.
Oh,
Right?
yes. A
Who
media
is that going to
sensation.
be?
Rick Clark,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen.
Who doesn't know Rick Clark in town, right?
I mean,
Yeah.
if you're living under a rock, maybe. but
Well, yeah.
Some of
yeah.
us have been, but
That-
we're
if,
so delighted.
if you're living under a rock, it might be hard for you to know. Get it? Rock, hard?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rock in a
Sorry.
hard place.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
okay.
I getcha.
All right.
No, we're delighted. We think this takes us to another level, and we're just excited about it.
Okay. Now, did you do this last year?
We did, but we did it virtually.
Okay.
And so you can watch our video for the 2020 SPA Awards.
But what happens this year? You're kind of doing a mix a little bit, aren't you?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's called adapting. So us young people can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We found that we loved our in-person event, as I think many organizations always do and have. But when we were forced to go virtual, we didn't want to not do it.
Well, you don't want to lose the momentum.
Absolutely. And there's still people in organizations who are worthy of being honored.
Yeah.
And so we take very seriously that we were given that stewardship. When Paul Reed approached us and said, we need this back, we said, we're going to do it. We won't let you down.
Yeah.
And so we said, okay, let's grassroots this. We're not professionals at this. We've got some folks with some talent. Let's see if we can pull something together. And we did. And I'm
Yeah.
proud of that. And now this year, it's going to be a beautiful combination. We're adding more, and we talked about this earlier, social media, digital stuff to
Right.
it so that we can reach a broader audience.
Right.
So we are hosting an in-person event October 19th
Okay.
at
That's a
Barrister.
Tuesday, if I remember
It's
right.
a Tuesday.
Yes.
I did check my calendar. And you can buy tickets at the door, but we encourage people to pre-register.
Yeah.
Just so
Because
we
they're going to be some limited space.
Exactly.
There, right? So,
Yep.
like before, it would be best to buy ahead of time.
Absolutely. And so it's going to, the change is that normally we've had a lunch event. We're going to try a little happy hour. See
Okay.
if we can get, so doors will open at 4:30 on October 19th. And we have amazing media partners, yourself included, where we'll be hopefully recording some of it. We want to do another kind of video iteration with the live event so
Right.
that we can reach more
And we're going to
people.
live stream it out
See?
so people can see, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
We've got all
So if
the
they can't
moving
make it,
parts.
they can still be with us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And we've also found it's brought incredible coverage to Spokane.
Yes.
That here's this community and they care so much about the people who care so much.
Yeah. Well, think
So-
about new employees, new businesses that are coming to
Yes.
town that get to see this and go, I did pick the right place to move
See?
my business, or move
Absolutely.
my family. So,
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think it's what makes Spokane special.
yeah. We are a caring community. We really
Yeah.
are. Do we know where it's going to be?
Barrister Winery.
Barrister. Okay.
Which is also a just staple of Spokane.
Yes.
So we're delighted to be so hip to use such a great winery.
Yeah. Well, if we're going to be hip, that's why I have younger staff that are coming to. Okay.
You're so hip, Kent.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay. What else do people need to know? They need to send in nominations right now,
They
right?
sure do.
Okay, let's get with how do they do that?
We want to make it as easy and simple on people as possible. So nominations are currently up on the Spokane County United Way website.
Okay.
Which is unitedwayspokane.org.
Okay.
Also, if you follow us on social media, the Emerging Leaders Society and the United Way will have links to the nomination form there. On the Spokane County United Way website, you can go to the events page and look at it. You
Okay.
can go to the ELS page and also nominate. And it's quick and it's easy. And
Yeah.
what we're asking is just your information as the nominator and then the person or organization you're nominating and why.
Okay.
So
pretty simple to do.
yes,
You've had some wonderful people that have been recognized in the
Oh.
past few years.
amazing people, amazing organizations.
Yeah.
And it's just fun because every year it's really, really fascinating and encouraging to learn about the people and
Yes.
organizations
Yes,
that are
yes.
doing what they're doing, which is why, I mean, I think when SPA started, it was Corporation of the Year. And then we said, no, there are small businesses that are doing amazing things. There are mid-sized businesses
Right.
doing amazing things. And then there are larger
Individuals
corporations.
and families
And
that
then
do.
individuals
Yes.
and families.
Yes.
And so when it comes to nominating for the corporations, they don't need to be local Spokane, but they do need to have a headquarters or be based in, have a base in Spokane.
Right. That would only make sense.
Yes, yes.
right.
And for the individuals, just we really want to emphasize this year that financial contributions are an amazing way to show support for the community, but
Right.
not the only way.
Yes.
And so we also want to honor advocates of this community, people in leadership roles who have made it easier for their employees to get involved, you know, all of the time, the volunteer time. Just there's a broad spectrum of ways to be philanthropic.
This community steps up, and it helps in so many ways. And this is a good way to honor individuals and organizations and businesses, small, large, whatever, and so forth. Let's put on the screen as well, but let's remind folks how they can nominate.
Yes. So you can nominate by going to the United Way of Spokane County website,
Okay.
which is unitedwayspokane.org.
Okay.
You will see it on the events page of that website or through the Emerging Leader Society affiliate page.
Okay.
You can also find it on social media, on our Facebook page for ELS and our Instagram. And yeah, I was like, and what else could we do? Maybe like a hot air balloon but those are the ways you can find the nomination
I'll
form.
watch for you in the hot air balloon.
Yeah, I was
over
going to say,
Spokane
or like an
waving.
airplane with the, but yeah, and it's open for a few months. So
Okay.
it closes August 6th,
Okay.
and that gives us time to
But don't put it off, because we'll
Yes.
get busy with summer going on and what our kids are going to do next fall and everything else. And so,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And there's no limit to how many people or organizations you can nominate.
Okay.
So if you're a super nominator like
Yeah.
myself,
Okay.
get after it.
All right.
You got 10 people.
And the last few years are still on there, right?
Yep.
So people can get an idea of maybe who's been recognized before.
Yes.
That might give you an idea or two, oh, yes, that reminds me of Fred over here, who, has done a lot with his business and so forth. And
Yes.
and there's some great stories in Spokane. So
Yes.
yeah.
And we're one of the last true awards
Yeah.
award ceremonies where it is like the Academy Awards. We have our finalists. They're
Right.
notified they're finalists, but it's truly a surprise.
Except we'll
when
have
you get there.
viewers.
And viewers.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's so good. So it's fun in that way. And
Yeah.
and we've had, like we've kind of said, just amazing people and organizations. And it's if anyone out there needs to be uplifted or needs a good pick-me-up,
Yeah.
the Spokane Philanthropy
Yeah.
Awards are sure to put a
Yeah.
smile
Try
on
not
your
to
face.
tear up when you hear about what some of these folks
I
have
know.
done.
The videos start playing. They
Yeah.
have no idea. We try to be intentional about that. But in the past, we've done these award videos where secretly
Yeah.
we ask your friends, places you've worked with, charities you've donated to just
Right.
speak about the impact you've
Yeah.
had,
Yeah.
companies and people. And it's you tear up because
Yeah.
it's very moving.
Yeah.
Especially when you see the compilation of people's contributions to the
Yeah.
community.
Yeah.
It can be wild as you look at a long history.
And a lot of people have had to step up this year with what's been going on, and I'm not speaking of just money, but to
Yes.
help out and to help staff
Yes.
and all the other things that go. And so we've got lots of good examples out
Yes.
there. Now's the time to
Yes.
honor them.
And think out of the box. I
Yeah.
mean, what have organizations done to support families
Yeah.
during these unprecedented times? What have organizations done to support employees and
Yes.
all the spectrums of people who have needed the help?
Yeah.
And there's so many things, and we want to encourage people. The panel that it will be reviewing this, like, we're also going to be doing our research. You're going to be like our first point private investigator. And then we say, okay, well, what has this organization done more? Let's get some testimonials. Let's find out more.
Yeah, good.
And so it's pretty amazing.
Thank you for being involved in this, and I'm so pleased
Oh.
as someone who was there when it all started years
Oh,
ago,
listen.
decades ago, to see it continue, come back, number one, and continue. Because the one thing I've learned in this town is, and I still call it a town, even though we're a city and a metropolitan area, we are a town. We'll step up and help our brother and our sister and so forth. And to recognize sometimes the little things that are done by
Yes.
folks that mean so much. So
Yes.
thank you for doing this. And
Absolutely.
got a
It's our
great,
pleasure.
a great group of future leaders here in Spokane that are cutting their teeth on this and
Absolutely.
and so forth. And in fact, we have our sports guy, Justin Reed.
Oh, yes.
Yes,
Justin.
and I told Drew the other day, give him any assignment you want.
I
Okay.
love it.
Yeah.
I love it. And here's another thing, Kent, that I'd be remiss if I didn't share, is that not only is this going to be an award show and people are going to feel honored, but we are also going to donate $1,000. Every winner gets to donate $1,000 to their organization, nonprofit of choice.
Oh, wow.
So it's also a giving event.
Absolutely.
And so
That's
it's also
wonderful.
a way,
I had forgotten about
Yes,
that. Yes.
for us not only to recognize the great deeds
Yeah.
that people and organizations are doing, but to also give back. And I remember STCU one year, and how phenomenal are they? They said, not only are we going to give this 1,000, but we'll double it, and we're going to give it to communities and schools. And their director was sitting there and was like, just blown away. And so it's fun, and it's
Well, as
really
we get
life-giving.
as we get closer to the event, we'll talk more about who some of your supporters are
Yes.
and so forth too, because I want to give them recognition.
Oh, thank
you know,
you.
and I think that's important because they care.
They
And
do
sometimes
care.
it's just with dollars. Sometimes it's with dollars and other
Yes.
underwriting or whatever it whatever means they can. But it counts.
Yes.
It really does count.
And it all adds up. Absolutely.
Well, thank you. We look forward to having you
Yes,
back.
you're so
Okay.
lovely.
And thanks for watching the Pulse of Spokane. Go send in a nomination.
Do
or
it.
10, okay. Thank you. Have a good day, everybody.
Thanks for watching this episode of The Pulse. We are where you are. Check us out on any of these other platforms as well as our website. This show is sponsored by Local 29 Firefighters Union, Homes for You, and Apex Cannabis.